This bomb will go off in 10 seconds. You're listening to the PipeBomb podcast with Jaymes, Nick, Gigi, Josh, Sam, and Tom. Ring the bell. 1.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the PipeBomb podcast. I'm Nick, and today I'm joined by Jaymes. Hey, Jaymes.
Hey, hi guys. We're back.
And I just wanted to apologize to all the listeners. We've been on a little bit of a hiatus this past week. A lot of stuff's been going on. You know, school has been starting, work has been starting up for everybody. I just recently moved all of my stuff to a new apartment, so it's been a busy week. So sorry to keep you guys waiting, but we're here today. And before anything else, I'd like to just ask everybody if you guys can like, and let's hit our like goal of 30 again. We've been hitting that on our past couple episodes, and you guys have been just awesome lately. So if you could do that, and if you haven't subscribed, if you're a new listener, subscribe and comment down below, because we're going to be in there. We're going to be chatting with you. So yeah, let's get down into it. We have a lot of topics today. We're going to be talking about 2K16, NXT. We're going to be talking about Night of Champions a little bit, what's been going on with the Divas division. So let's get right into it. Anything else before we start, though, Jane?
No, you covered everything, I think.
Okay. Oh, yes, and one more thing. TPB Behind the Shade. We are currently working on that as we speak, so that is going to be coming out with you guys, so definitely keep your questions down there. And I was talking to Gigi in the chat, and she was thinking of starting up an Ask FM, so like an anonymous question. So if anybody doesn't want to put their name out there for some reason, you can ask there. So we're thinking about putting that on our Twitter as well.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we should do that.
So we need to look for those questions because we're going to put that together. And I know we're all really excited for that. So anyway, let's get into it now. So let's talk about some of the biggest news that's been happening this past week. WWE2K16, the final roster has been announced. And unfortunately for Diva fans, a lot of us were upset to find out that all 4 women of the Horsewomen, so Bayley, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks, will not be in the WWE 2K16 game, not even as DLC. So a lot of fans were really upset about this. I was pretty pissed off about this myself, but Jaymes, I'm going to ask you first. You kind of seen this coming, so what do you think of this news when you heard about it?
I always had a strong feeling that the 4 Horsemen will not be incorporated in this game this year, because every year, we always get excited. They always tell us we're going to get the biggest Diva roster ever, and we just got 13. Like, that's a big upgrade from last year. I'm not complaining, because I saw this coming. I did not... When they announced that Alexa Bliss was going to be in it, I was like, I don't know, this is foreign, but whatever, if they're saying she's in it, cool. And then I kind of got iffy about it later on when they were talking about the biggest roster ever. And then when I heard about the Attitude Era thing and how they're adding all these people to incorporate Stone Cold Steve Austin's storyline, that's when I knew they were going to fill up spots instead of putting in Divas for that, because they have a bunch of randoms in this game that I don't even remember.
Oh my god, a bunch of people. I don't even know who they were. I never watched anything of theirs. So it was just really sad to see, because I honestly was looking forward to at least having Charlotte and Sasha Banks, especially being with the NXT roster this year being a lot more updated, and we have a lot of newer names. We have Hideo, Finn, Owens, Baron Corbin as well. So the Vaudevillains, Enzo and Big Cass. So having all of these superstars there, NXT especially being so huge and being bigger this year, a lot of that had to do with the NXT women's division. So like Sasha and Charlotte were probably one of the biggest superstars they had down in NXT. So I just can't quite understand why they're not included, and at least not in DLC, but I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, because, like, when it comes to the video game, they always sideline the Divas. The Divas are never a priority. Like, we can't even have most matches with the Divas. Like, now we can, but we can't even have, like, those, they did, like, mixed tag matches. Like, the Divas can't hit the superstars. The Divas can't bleed. It's, like, there's just a bunch of restrictions for the Divas when it comes to these video games. Like, you can't even get a Diva storyline. Like, they never even care. So
no, they really don't, especially with 2K kind of taking over so far with the universe mode. They don't have any like specific Diva storylines. Like they say they do, but it's not any different.
The last one they did was Mickie James years ago.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the Road to WrestleMania storyline with Natalya. Like that was so cool. And that's what I kind of miss. I don't really enjoy these showcase modes and to go back into these storylines because we've already seen them. Like we've already seen them play on TV. We already know what's going to happen. So I always liked the video games when they brought their own different storylines in. Like, remember in like '07 when Candice Michelle had like her magic wand or some shit, and she was like pulling out all this magic voodoo, and like, or Trish Stratus was going for the WWE Championship at some point. Like, just random shit like that I really liked, and I miss that stuff.
I know, I wish they brought that stuff back to Nick.
But anyway, when you mentioned, like, we don't get to see the divas bleed, like, I wish they would incorporate maybe something different for the girls. Like, you know how they have that system in where you can see them sweat? Like, I was thinking instead of blood for the divas, they could, like, mess their makeup up a little bit. Or, like, the eyeliner a little bit, or their hair could get a little ratty, or the
what about the classic weave in the mat?
Yeah, like, pieces of their weave are hanging out.
Yeah, like, leave the weave all over the mat. That'd be cool.
That'd be so fun. But yeah, so our current diva roster that we're going to be having, we have Alicia Fox, Brie Bella, Cameron, Emma, Eva Marie, Natalia, Naomi, Nikki Bella, Summer Rae, Layla, Tamina, Paige, Stephanie, old school Stephanie, and I believe that's it, if I'm missing anybody. Summer Rae, I don't know if I said her either.
You said Summer. But here's the good thing. The Creator Superstar this year is supposed to be amazing and importing faces and stuff like that. So I'm sure that somebody's going to make a great Sasha Banks and a nice Charlotte. So, you know, whatever. I see this coming.
Like, I'm not too upset about it because we do have Created Diva, and with the graphics, like last year, even the created superstars that didn't get into the game, they looked pretty good. Like, aside from kind of a little bit of the face, but the overall body, the overall kind of structure of it looks great. So I hope that we'll have all of our divas and to be able to even kind of download some older ones, and kind of, like, it will be fun to have some of the other divas, but it's just kind of sad, and I at least hope that because these girls aren't in it, they at least have their movesets in there.
True, that's true.
Because, I mean, they did have Charlotte's
shirt.
Yeah, shirt, and what's the name of her finisher?
Natural Selection.
Yeah, I thought it was Bow Down to the Queen. I was watching some of her old stuff, and I was like, oh god, what's it called again? Yeah, they had that as DLC for the moveset last year, so I don't see why they couldn't incorporate some of, like, Sasha's moves, like the double knees in the corner, or the bank statement or anything. But anyways, other than that, do you want anything else you want to touch upon for 2K16 before we move on?
Oh, did everybody catch that Eva Marie versus Natty video? I thought that
was cool. Yeah, the new Diva gameplay. Thank you. That was cool. They looked great. What did you think of that?
I thought it looked good. I love the hair flow. I thought the hair flow was great. That's very important to me. And I liked how they showcased all the different submission holds that Natty has, because she is a submission specialist. So I'm glad that they paid attention to that and brought it into the game. So
yeah, I really like how they've given her a variety of submissions, not only like different ones, and they gave her different signatures. They gave her that butterfly suplex, like bridging into a pin. So I thought that was cool. And Eva Marie looks great. Like, her face as well. Like, I mean, we didn't get to see any moves of her. Like, that's the thing. I kind of wish it was, like, a fuller match. But I really enjoyed all of the submissions. And I kind of like the new submission system, too. How you need to chase it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, too.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. There was some other gameplay that came out this week as well. Sting versus Seth Rollins. R-Truth versus Bad News Barrett. Like, the gameplay looks really good. Commentary is still shit. Like,
I don't even care for commentary because I always mute it. I always take it off.
So is that like a feature that you could just go in and turn off the commentary?
You go to your options and you just turn it off, and it'll permanently be off until you go back and turn it back on.
Oh, okay.
So I don't even bother with it. I don't even know half the time what they
do. Did they still keep like the introductions and stuff though, like Lillian introducing?
No, they mute that as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't care because I'm like, who cares? I act like I'm the superstar walking in there. I don't hear anything. I just hear the arena.
There you go.
That's how I look at it.
Well, speaking of kind of created superstar, we've all been talking in the chat, and we're. I know that you have a lot of girls that you want to incorporate and kind of bring into your wrestling world into 2K15. So, you want to talk a little bit about that, or you want to kind of save all of that for when we?
We could talk about it.
Yeah, talk about some of your prostitutes that you're going to be.
You tried it, you bitch. Well, every year I create a shitload of divas. I could say my biggest roster of divas I've created has been like 6 divas. And I mixed them up with the other divas too, obviously. And I'm just going to bring in a bunch of them. Last year I was so disappointed because I couldn't bring any one of them up. So I was just like, whatever, they have a year off. But now that Divas are back, I've been hitting my sketch pad, just coming up with new attires for all my Divas. And the good thing is that you all are going to see it because we're going to open a new gaming channel. Well, it's going to be on this channel. It's just going to be a separate series.
Yeah, it'll be a different series, a different playlist, and I think that's going to be really good for our channel. I know a lot of our listeners are gamers, and I know like WWE gaming in general on YouTube is really big, so I feel like a lot of fans will be looking for that, because I watched some of the universe modes that people do, Goran Perkins, Dank Ops, a couple of those, and there's just not a lot of universe modes or YouTubers that use a lot of the divas, like kind of diva-centered storylines or anything. So I feel like we could really capitalize on that and have our own, like you said, and like have our own little tournaments, our own little title, our own universe mode. That's something I've always really wanted to try and do. So I think that'd be so fun, and I can't wait for it.
It's going to be so much fun. With me, you, and Sam commentating these matches.
Oh, God, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait.
I can't wait. So that's going to be one of the fun things that's going to happen when 2K comes out. But you guys are going to have to wait a little bit for that. That's going to come out after Christmas, I think, just to give us enough time to prepare the show, because it's going to be a production, bitch.
Oh, yeah. It will definitely be something for the new year, for 2016.
Definitely.
But yeah, well, speaking of TPP, before we kind of move on, we're coming up on our first year. That's crazy.
I know. When is it? August? No, August. Wow. October the 8th, I believe.
Yes, October 8th. So, and that is the day after NXT Takeover Respect.
Is it?
It is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think maybe we'll figure something out. We could do something fun for it.
We gotta come up with something.
Maybe the listeners, if you have any ideas, like, write down in the comments of, like, what we could do.
I know. That would be helpful.
Yes, because we love listening to you guys, and you guys have some awesome ideas, so love incorporating it in. But anyway, yeah, so let's move on to our next topic. So we've been off for a week, so this news is a little bit old, but we haven't talked about it on our show. Lana is injured. She injured her wrist. She'll be out for 4 months, so that's a little unfortunate. She was picking up a lot of steam in this feud with this kind of four-way love square, whatever. So yeah, but James, what's been going on with everything that's happening there?
So Lana's injured. She had surgery, and she's been taking pictures, keeping her fans updated via social media. So if you really, really miss Lana and you love her, so just go follow her on social media, and she'll keep you updated. And she's very eager to get back. I can tell by what she's been writing and all her messages about how she's gonna come back and get vengeance, and that she's the top diva, and she's gonna revolutionize this whole industry when she gets back, because she got injured training. So word is out that Lana is actually training, for the people who thought that she had a undisclosed injury, which is why she can't wrestle, which was a bunch of bullshit that they reported. Remember a couple of weeks ago, Nick?
Oh, yeah.
To report that.
That was bullshit.
Yeah, it was bullshit. We didn't believe it, but we had to report it. But anyways, yeah, so Lana's on her way back, and I believe she's going to continue on her feud with Summer, which leads to Summer now. I love how they continue on the storyline with Summer and Dolph Ziggler on TV, with Ziggler giving her a gift, telling her maybe it's a peace offering, or maybe it's more than that. So I love how they're teasing it, so I can't wait to see how Lana's going to react when she gets back. How do you feel about all this, Nick?
It's unfortunate to see kind of Lana go out. However, I think this is a really great opportunity for Summer Rae to kind of step in and kind of get more of a center with her character, because she has been killing it lately. Hands down, a lot of people don't give her enough credit. I find her really underrated for her mic work specifically. She is just gold on the mic this past year. So I really like to see this storyline continue, and I like you said, how it's continuing. And Dolph, don't really know if Dolph is actually genuine with this stuff, or if this is just a plan that him and Lana put together. Seems a little fucked up, but Summer did that whole trick on Lana with going into the locker room, so maybe this is her vengeance. But yeah, I'd like to just kind of see the storyline going forward, and the only thing I'm worried about is towards the end, I don't know how long WWE will be able to keep up this storyline for 4 months until Lana comes back, is the only thing. And I did read some reports that WWE is considering putting Rusev and Lana back together in the end of all this, which we mentioned on the show before. So I think it would be interesting, but I don't know. I'm really excited to see how it's all going to play out.
I don't think she's going to be out for the full 4 months, though. I think she's gonna show up and she's gonna have her hand in a cast or something, and then she's gonna surprise us one day and backhand Summer when she's fully healed and ready to go.
Ooh, I like that.
Because her hand's just gonna be in a sling, so she'll be okay. She'll be able to walk down, look fierce, her makeup done, beat. We all know she's injured, so it'll be okay if she comes back a month earlier. So I say she's been out for how long now? When did she get injured?
She got injured. I think it's probably about 2 weeks now.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So she's not even filled in a month. So October. I say Lana will pop up mid-November, late November. Lana will pop up.
So like around Survivor Series, you think?
Yeah. Or maybe even sooner. I don't think she's gonna be out for the full recovery. No, she's gonna rehab it while she's on the road, I think.
I can see that too, because in the end, she's not an actually active wrestler, so she just doesn't need to really take bumps. And I think you mentioned it on the show, they'll probably just have to settle down on the cat fights for a little bit.
Yeah, that's it. And then they'll save it, they'll build it up. Summer will be catty as fuck, talking about how she can't wrestle and all this bullshit because she's injured, she tried. And then boom, one day Lana will surprise her and beat the shit out of her.
I would love if this could eventually get dragged out all the way to Mania, and we could have Lana's debut at Mania. How dope would that be?
It would be cool, because remember how Rusev did it before SummerSlam? He just came out of nowhere and attacked Ziggler when he was supposed to be injured. So I think that's going to be part of Lana's little payback, just to pull another one on him, just to piss him off. So it would be interesting.
It will be, and I mean, there's part of me that can even really see Lana and Rusev going back together at some point.
Love that.
I love Lana as a heel. Like, don't get me wrong, she is great as a babyface. And that's just like an honor to her, because look at her, like, she is a great heel and she's a great babyface. That just goes to show like how diverse she can be.
Yeah, she can do anything.
Yeah, she could do anything, but I love my Lana as a heel. Like how just her Russian accent, I don't want to see her drop that just yet. I give it a couple years. Like, give her the Kofi treatment, to be honest. And then, yeah, I just want to see more growth with Lana, because I know in the end she's going to be a Divas champion, hands down.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I would love to see her as Divas champion, especially on the mic. Lana will put over a match like crazy. I would love to see a heel Lana versus Charlotte. Oh, that mic work would be crazy by Lana.
Oh, that would be amazing. There's even part of me that would love to see a heel Lana as a general manager.
Really?
Yeah, like, I just feel like I don't see why there's a rush for her to get in the ring.
No, not at all.
Like, remember AJ Lee when she was kind of getting passed around by everybody in the locker room, and she became general manager, and that's when everybody got really invested with her, and she was the most over diva that they had. So I can feel like Lana can easily just take that place and be that character, on-screen character, kind of like Vicky, until she can actually be capable in the ring. So, because right now the NXT women are killing it, and I know Lana would be really cool and interesting to see them incorporate with them, but I just feel like right now I'd be perfect for her to just build her character up. And as a general manager, being in part of the authority maybe, or like our own separate part, like, I don't know. That's just me.
You know, you just brought up Vicky Guerrero. I had the weirdest dream, and I dreamt of Vicky Guerrero in TNA.
Oh my god.
Isn't that such a weird dream?
That is.
And of all things, Vicky Guerrero.
She would never go there.
I don't know why. It's so random. I woke up like, why? Why would I dream that?
What a mess. But yeah, other than that, speaking of Charlotte, what else has been going on that happened this past Monday? And now, at this Sunday at Night of Champions, Charlotte's going up against Nikki for the Divas title again. So what's been happening with that, Jane?
Well, what happened this past Monday was that they had the Divas title match, trying to break off Nikki Bella's longest title reign. Well, Charlotte ended up coming a bit short with the Bellas doing the twin magic, and she ended up with the roll up on Brie Bella. You know, it was a good match. It was decent. I feel like the distractions outside kind of took away from the match, so I really hope that Team Bella and Team PCB are not at ringside for this match. Maybe have a run-in later on in the match or something like that. That's just what I hope, but I think they're going to be out there. But anyways, Charlotte was crowned the Divas champion, but Stephanie McMahon came out and stripped her from the title and gave it back to Nikki and said that she put the wrong Bella. And then she said if Nikki Bella, I guess there's no disqualifications. No, what are the stipulations for this match?
I think it's No interference, no count out, no
She'll lose her belt.
disqualification.
Yeah, she'll lose her belt.
Yeah.
Automatically. Or whatever.
No, twin magic as well either.
Yeah. If anything, Nikki Bella will lose her belt. Well, I don't think Nikki's going to lose the belt, and this is going to be posted, so we'll know by now while you guys are watching this video if Nikki retained or not. But I really hope there's a Paige heel turn. That's what I'm pulling for. So I hope Nikki Bella retains. I feel like if they're going to let her run with the title this long, let her go there. Just let her keep going. Because then it would be worth it, I guess. Because now that the Divas division is kick-started a bit, now let's see what Nikki Bella can do. Like, tonight is going to be a big match for her. And I'm more excited. I know Charlotte's going to deliver. I already fucking know. But I want to see what Nikki Bella can bring. So,
you know what? We've said it before. This is probably the biggest match in Nikki Bella's career.
Yeah.
Tonight.
It's going to be her biggest match of her career. So I just can't wait to see if she can hold up to that level. Because this is like the point for her to prove herself. So let's see it, Nikki. And I'm going in it with an open mind. And I'm here to see a good match. So I hope
I feel like they can definitely deliver a good match. The thing with Nikki, and we've said it on the show before, she has a disconnect while she's in the ring with her character.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to see more intensity. And Charlotte always brings intensity when she's in that ring. So I really think she could get it out of her. But then again, Sasha Banks tried to get it out of her a couple weeks ago, and we didn't get nothing. So, but like you said, I'm going to go in with an open mind. But speaking of Nikki Bella, I want to get your thoughts on this past Thursday night on SmackDown, the Bellabration. They put a lot of segment time into this kind of hot mess. So what did you think of that?
I feel like it was so unoriginal because we've seen this with AJ Lee when she reached it, and nobody showed up to Nikki Bella's party, like what happened with AJ Lee's party, and then Adam Rose showed up with Nikki Bella and said that this party stinks or it's a party pooper. I don't understand.
He's like, your party sucks.
Yeah, and then with AJ, you had Bad News Barrett come in and tell her that I'm afraid I got some bad news. Nobody's coming to your party. And then you have AJ throw a tantrum. You have Nikki Bella throw a tantrum. And then she throws the cake. The cake hits Tamina with AJ Lee. And Nikki Bella throws the cake. It hits Brie Bella and Alicia Fox. It was so fucking similar. It was the same shit. It was a waste of fucking time. They should have actually had people in there and then had the party get crashed by Team PCB. I don't know. Becky Lynch is supposed to be this kooky character that they have in WWE now. Have her pop out of the cake. You know what I mean? Like, come on, WWE. And then have Paige come out mad goofy, like standing on the buffet line, and then have all Nikki Bella's guests. Like, what the fuck? Have her family there. Her family are all fame whores. Like, sit them down there celebrating, popping champagne. Like, I wanted it to be a real celebration for her because this is big. But no, they want to go with her inviting celebrities and nobody showed up. And then to go with the whole AJ Lee thing. Like, be original. Come on. So that's all I got to say about it because I didn't see anything. The only thing I saw was Nikki Bella overreacting to everything. It was just bad. It was a waste of time.
It was really bad. She looked cute, though. What I would have rather seen... Do you remember... Like, this is one of my favorite segments. Do you remember when Trish Stratus had to go on her date with Viscera?
Oh, yeah.
Those kind of segments in the restaurant, that's probably what I would have rather preferred.
Yeah.
To, like you said, like, I would have loved to see all the family there. They're getting ready for the cake, something like that. Nikki's all glorious. She has her title there. She has her champagne. And then, like, either... PCB, Becky kind of like fuck it up, Charlotte interfere, like just do something different. Like,
right, and the other thing, the belt wasn't even there. Like, you didn't even see the championship.
No.
It was like...
She fucking left it in the back in her Louis Vuittons and her...
Like, it's not her fault. Like, that's why I blame production. I blame the writing team. Like, the party's for her being champion. Where's the fucking belt? Like... It was just a waste of freaking time, and I'm like, they give all that time, all that they put in all those segments for nothing, because nothing came out of this, nothing at all.
It's really sad too, and it's like we don't get to see Alicia Fox on the mic or in any segments that often. So to see her incorporated this, and to be honest, like it wasn't too bad. Like it was like the acting was bad. Don't get me wrong, but like I found it entertaining and to a certain degree. Like. I'm not a Bella fan. I'm not a Team Bella fan at all, that's for sure. But I don't know. I didn't mind it. I kind of like Nikki's over-the-topness of now being the longest-reigning Divas champion. She's getting a bigger head. So I do like that, and I'm kind of looking like long-term character-wise. But Yeah, I just agree. They lost a big opportunity with
Yeah,
this.
because they would have been, like, think about it. Going into the match now this Sunday at Night of Champions, it would have been great for Nikki to have. On top of all this, she crashed my party. She ruined my celebration. You know what I mean? It would be very good for Nikki Bella to come in like, oh, this bitch thinks that she pulled one over me at my party, embarrassing me in front of my friends and family that come over here. Like, it would make this match mean a little more for a go-home show. That would have really sold this match. But no, once again, and this is our Divas Revolution, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like, here's the thing I'd like to address, because a lot of people are saying, this Divas Revolution is shit, it's not working, they're not giving a fuck about them, they're not caring, they're just giving them matches, they're not giving them any storylines. It's like, okay, they're doing exactly what they're doing with the rest of the roster now. That's what they've gotten the Divas division up to, the same as any of the mid-card titles. There's not a lot of focus, there's not a lot of heavy-driven storyline, unless you're in the top title picture. That's it. That's what it comes down to, and it sucks. But we're getting to that point of longer matches, and I'm just hoping we just keep bitching, we just keep going at it, and really the women down there just keep proving themselves. Like, think about it. We'll be talking about it later, but the NXT women will be main eventing their pay-per-view. Like, how crazy is that? So we're getting to a point we just need to keep moving forward, because I know we have all the women there. We have all the talent. We just need more creative decision making, because it's just shit. Like, I don't know. Like this segment, this celebration, it could have been a lot better, but it didn't. Didn't live up to the hype.
It was terrible. It was a waste. It was a missed opportunity, like you said.
But yeah, what else do we have on today? I guess we can talk about this Paige Sasha kind of side feud that we've been getting the past couple weeks as well. I've been loving that. I've been loving their matches together. When Sasha first came up, when she had her first couple matches with Paige, their chemistry was a little off, but now that they've been working with each other, it's great, and I'm loving their matches, and I'm loving how Sasha's picking up all these wins and kind of really getting in Paige's head. And you mentioned it earlier, you're thinking of a heel turn, so... Mm-hmm. I agree. I feel like this is desperate for Paige. She really needs this for her character. Paige as a babyface, I'm not here for it. Her look just screams natural badass heel. So, so you're thinking you would rather see her turn on Charlotte this Sunday? Or what? How would you book it? I guess I'll ask you that.
All right. With the whole Paige and Sasha side feud that's been going on with Sasha just getting... It's kind of like a competitive thing to see who's better. And I also like that Naomi rolled her up on SmackDown as well. It just shows that Team Bad has disposed of Paige now. Like, I guess that was the final when Naomi rolling her up to pin her. It's just like, Paige can't beat Team Bad, period. So, I feel like all that frustration is going to build up on her, that she's paying second fiddle to Charlotte. Now Charlotte's getting this Divas titles match, and blah, blah, blah. And she's just losing. It's going to play into that frustration. But anyways, that little feud with her and with Sasha has been so much fun. It's so entertaining, their matches. I love their match on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago when the fight just broke out of nowhere and they started beating each other up. They went outside of
that was crazy.
That was so good. I loved it. And it just shows like we have something to look forward to when Sasha captures the Divas title, she can go up against Paige and have a great feud, because those two work so well together. And I could see why Paige always wanted, because every time they would ask Paige, who from NXT would you like to be called up, she would always say Sasha. She wants to work with Sasha. And now that I've got to see her work with Sasha, I fucking love it, because those two together are awesome. So I can say I got a little bit of that feud now. Now I can put it aside and move on with Paige to go on it with Charlotte now and have it mean something. So I'm all for Nikki Bella beating Charlotte some way, somehow tonight, and then go into a program with Team Bad and have a feud between Charlotte and Paige right now. That's what I'm looking for.
And have Becky in the middle of them.
Yeah, and have Becky caught up in the middle.
Yeah, and then eventually, I love that. We did talk about that before, kind of having the Team Bella versus Team Bad going forward, and then having Paige versus Charlotte, maybe even having Becky as special guest ref, like something cool like that. So I could see that, or I could even see, I would love to see Charlotte walk away with that Divas title tonight. I would, especially seeing at Monday Night on Raw. She was gorgeous. She was ready to be Divas champion, and to have her father out there and to have that moment just kind of taken away from her, I could really kind of see that happening, and then her having this kind of celebration with her own, and then Paige turning on her on Raw and kind of going forward. Maybe even have a triple threat feud, have Sasha be in there and be like, listen, I've beaten you I don't know how many times. I'm going to be going after that title, and have like a triple threat feud. And I've said it in the chat, I'd really like to see the Bellas kind of go forwards in a different storyline and out of the title picture. But yeah.
That's not going to happen, though. There's no way.
No, I don't think it's going to happen, but I don't know. We'll see what happens along with it, though. Okay, yeah, so other than that, let's move on to our next topic. However, we have a special guest with us today. I'm really excited. We're going to have Meagan on. So we haven't had Meagan on for probably about a couple months. What was the last time we had her on, James?
Oh my god, it was like a couple of months ago. I can't remember. It was it was a good time ago.
She had some footage from NXT Philly, I think.
Yeah, it was when NXT was doing all those house shows in Philly and stuff like that. So
right, yeah, I'm really excited though, because we know our girl Meagan, she loves NXT. So we decided to have her on for today's show for our NXT segment, just to talk some wrestling with us, because she knows her shit.
Yeah, she definitely does. And I love Meagan and her. She's my East Coast boo. We're both from the East Coast. We're both rowdy.
Yes, you guys are.
Let's get her in here, because we hear her calling.
Yeah, get in here, girl.
See what Miss Megan's up to. Hey, Meagan.
Hey, can you hear any noise in the background?
You sound good. What's up?
You sound good, girl.
Thank you. It's my new headset.
Ooh la la. You fancy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I bought it on eBay for only $5.
What?
Look at you, you little bargain hunter.
I know. Check you out.
How you doing, Maggie?
I just got off work.
Oh.
All right. Are you excited for Night of Champions tonight?
Bit.
A bit.
What do you mean a bit?
I fear for the worst all the time when it comes to the frickin' Divas matches.
We were just talking about that. What are your thoughts on the Nikki Bella and Charlotte feud?
Please let us have a new Divas champion. But then again, I fear that if Nikki Bella loses,
Mm-hmm.
the Bella fans are gonna riot regardless. It's just crazy.
You know, let them fucking riot. Who gives a shit? But like, I'm kind of riding with Nikki Bella. I would like Nikki Bella to retain, only because I am hoping, because there's no way in hell she's gonna beat Paige clean. I mean, I'm sorry. She's not gonna beat Charlotte clean. Charlotte, there's no way she's going over clean. And Team Bella is restricted from coming down there. Like, they have no involvement in the match. If they do, Nikki Bella will automatically lose her belt, which leads to Paige. So I hope Paige will come out and cost Charlotte the match. I hope to God, because Paige desperately needs it. And I'm looking at this as a whole of the division, not who deserves the belt. What would make the most sense for me? And it would be Paige inserting herself in here. And let Nikki Bella continue on her reign, because she's been champion this long.
Yeah, I like that, but I'm with you, Maggie. I'm ready for a new Divas champion. And after seeing Charlotte this past Monday night, like, she's ready. And I'd love to see a feud go on with Paige and Charlotte. And hell, even throw in Nikki there, I guess, just to kind of get her title rematch in. But yeah, but now that we called you in, Meagan, we're just about to talk about NXT. So we know you are a huge fan of NXT, the product, everything. Your NXT Bay is down there, so wanted to get your thoughts on what's been happening past couple weeks with NXT before we kind of get into everything that's been happening.
I love it, and when you mentioned my NXT Bay, a big smile just came right across my face.
Can you let the listeners know who your NXT Bay is?
My NXT Bay is Finn Balor.
Oh yeah, a prime steak. What you call him? What can you eat off his ass? I can't remember what it was.
A steak.
Yeah.
I hope I don't get blocked because of it. By him. But then again, you have chicks out there that are like, going crazy over him in his leather jacket.
Oh.
Someone call the police and the fireman.
Oh god, my mom even has the hots for him now. She was watching it the other day. Her original boo was Randy Orton.
Oh,
now that he's older, she's like, ooh. She's like, oh wait, who's that? She's like, he's cute.
No, I will not shut up about him. Heck, he's even my I even have the photo of him coming on. I think it was when NXT was on SmackDown. Mm-hmm. It was the match with the Lucha Dragons and him and Samoa Joe.
Oh, the classics.
Right.
I have that photo on my desktop, and you know how Windows 10 7 has that new desktop thing where you have anything laid out. His photo from Australia is my lock screen.
Well, check
Well,
you
look
out.
at you.
Yes.
You're in love, girl.
I know, but I still love my baseball people.
Yeah, can't
Oh,
forget about
God,
that.
let's not even get started on that. Let's talk about actually the biggest news that's been happening in NXT. It was announced that next NXT Takeover, which will be named NXT Takeover Respect, the main event of the evening will be Bayley putting on her NXT Women's Championship against Sasha Banks in the first ever Iron Women's match. So this is crazy. Meagan, what are your thoughts on this? And I guess what were your thoughts on NXT Brooklyn? Because we didn't even get to talk to you about that too much. So this overall kind of feud, the matches, the build-up for it, what do you think?
Okay, well, as you know, I sort of made a comment saying if Bayley wins the NXT Women's Championship, I will not care for it. The reason why I say that is because I don't care for Bayley as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I think her character is too much in the children department, the younger kids department. But then again, people do love her. I was at the NXT event in Philadelphia back in May, and people love her. I don't care for her.
Oh.
But as soon as she proved, she was able to hang with Sasha, put on that match of the year candidate against her in Brooklyn, I just felt that this was her proven moment, and she sort of gained respect from me.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Iron Woman match, I think she has more respect to get from me if she lasted 30 minutes. I think she will retain, obviously, because Sasha's up on the main roster now, but Bayley is coming a long way to get her my respect.
That's an interesting take on Bayley, because I thought you would have loved Bayley. That's so...
No, my brother does.
I love Bayley. I think,
I'm a little, shocked at that, because I thought, Bayley can go. I see your point, though. She is kind of a more kid-friendly, centered character, but, she's just that ultimate underdog type of feel, so I thought she would have been right up your alley.
No.
So, out of the four horsewomen, sorry to cut you off, though, James. Out of the four horsewomen, who is your, favorite out of them?
I have to pick one?
If you had to, yeah.
Becky.
I knew it. I knew you loved Becky. I love Becky as well.
I love Becky.
Becky, then Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
And Sasha.
Okay, so Bayley's on the bottom of the totem.
I just had to say it. And then, as for the ladder match, I don't know if you guys saw that match. It was decent, but I think it was amazing, I should say. The fans kind of were winded out because of the Divas match before.
Oh, God, yeah.
And it was kind of hard getting some type of interaction because I had friends up there that saw the match. They were into it. They were into Finn's introduction of the whole demon thing. My concern with that match was what we saw at the NXT taping, because there was tapings prior to this, and Kevin Owens came out with the NXT title, and we're like, is Kevin Owens walking out of Brooklyn with the NXT championship? Because that's spoiling the main event. I was like, if Kevin Owens wins this, I'm going to be highly upset. But he didn't, which I'm happy Finn's still champion. And I'm looking to see where Finn goes from here on out. I think Samoa Joe will be the next one to challenge him, but I don't think Finn's going to be turning heel yet. I think Joe is going to be the one that's going to be heel, because they're teaming up and they're about to feud for the title. I have a feeling that because the Dusty Rose tournament is coming to a close soon, and then the finals are at NXT Respect, which is one day after my birthday. I have a feeling that they will win, but Joe will turn. Because if you think of it, if Finn's undefeated at a NXT Takeover.
Oh yeah, that is true. I love that theory, though, Megan. I agree with you, because I was thinking that too. I'm like, I feel like Joe is going to turn on him. They're either not going to win this tournament and they're going to promote and push another tag team, or they will win and then Joe's going to turn on him and go after the title. Because, the title of NXT TakeOver is Respect this year.
Right.
So I feel like he's going to have, no respect for him. He's going to lose it all type of thing. So I definitely agree with you, though. But I don't know. Do you guys think the NXT title will be on the line at TakeOver?
It has to be.
I could see it, but do you think Finn will pull double duty?
He might. Hey, my bay's pulling double duty tonight, so.
Oh, Seth Rollins hit.
Mm-hmm.
So you think they're going to make it to the finals all the way to TakeOver in the Classics?
Well, the thing is at TakeOver, I think what I read, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Megan, you might know. they're going to be doing the semifinals and then the final matches at Takeover. Is that right?
I do not know. I just know that I think Finn's on this week. I know I'm talking about Finn too much. Shoot me. But what?
Oh, I said, oh no, keep going.
What I was gonna say was, I think it's the semifinals this week because I know he's debuting a new entrance.
Oh.
He's debuting a new entrance?
Yeah, well...
Oh, with the smoke thing that they've been talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about that. So.
With the what?
He
got new color lighting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's stepping it up now that he's champion. They're putting in more production into his entrance.
That's exciting. I don't read any NXT spoilers anymore, so I like to keep away from it.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I don't want to hear the actual events that are going on down
there. Hey, I'm excited for Kana's date. I can't say her new name.
Asuka.
There we go.
Yes, that was.
I'm excited.
To get into
that one.
What do you think of that, Meagan? Asuka. There was a promo that dropped this past NXT. It was really cool. She's just standing in the ring, had that Japanese mask on, and it just kind of zooms in on her, and she takes off looking like a badass bitch. So, what do you think?
I'm excited. Kana. I have her DVD of her first Shimmer match against Mia Yim, and from there I was hooked. I was like, this girl can go, but I was like, oh my god, I don't think she can be in WWE because they have the stereotyping and everything like that. And I just hope that this is the end to all stereotypes regarding the Divas.
Yes.
And Kana can tear it up. She wants to face off against the likes of Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Bayley, and the other girls too. I recommend anyone that doesn't know her to watch her match against Sarah Del Rey at one of the Shimmer tapings. I think it was Shimmer 40... I'm going to say 42. Because I have that on DVD.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
ClickWrestle.com has it, and I think everyone should check it out because that's my favorite match of her, as well as her other Japanese work.
Yes, I just watched a little bit. It was like a tribute to Kana, like the top 25 moves type of thing. And this girl is just so stiff. And like Jaymes and I talked about it a couple of weeks ago, her ring attire is sexy too. Like. Yeah, so I'm really excited for her, and I do agree with you. I like what you said, Meagan. I hope this is a way of WWE finally dropping the Asian stereotypes with these characters, and don't make her kind of like a Yoshitatsu bumping like music coming out type of thing. Like I really want her, like an assassin ninja diva bitch, like just like kicking ass. So I'm really excited to see her, and I watched a couple of her matches. I seen a little clip of her and Athena as well, and that was crazy. But Jaymes, what did you think? Before we'll talk about Athena as well, because I know you love her, Meagan. But Jaymes, what did you think of this Asuka promo?
I thought it was amazing, and I want them to bring her in as that mysterious champion. I'm so here for her and Bayley right away. I want her to go up for the belt against Bayley because Emma's obviously not ready for it, and neither is Dana Brooks. And with this girl coming in, next week's her debut, and the girl's like a legit badass, definitely shoot her up to the top challenging the belt. I think she's going to face off with one of those random Australian girls. So, kind of to familiarize the fans with her. So I just can't wait to see what they're going to do with her. And I just want to see the progression with her character. And I agree with you guys. I don't want that stereotype Asian character in WWE because a lot of them, they get scared. They don't want to put them on the mic because they have such a heavy accent coming over from overseas. But she don't have to talk. She does not have to talk. Her staring at the camera and taking off that mask was enough for me to let me know that this bitch means business. So let's get the ball rolling, NXT. And you know what? NXT has never disappointed me, so I have so much faith and confidence that they're going to take care of her.
I'm getting a lot of Hideo Itami vibes about how they're bringing her up, so I feel like next week, I don't really think they're going to have her have a match. I think they're going to, introduce her, I don't know, William Regal or Triple H or somebody introduce her to the universe type of thing.
You know what? I think she's
the new agent got signed or something.
You know, thinking about it, I remember Dana Brooks cut a promo this past week talking about all the new girls on NXT, thinking that there's someone making big names and stuff like that. I think that Dana Brooks and Emma are gonna cut her off while she's coming out. I think she's gonna get involved with Dana Brooks and Emma maybe. Because that just popped in my head right now when you said that.
That would be cool.
It would be cool.
Because then we can kind of see Dana continue to work, and we can even, when we know Emma's a good worker, so she can kind of like work the stiffness of Asuka when she first comes in. So I would love that.
And it would be a great launching pad to launch her to the next level quickly. Wrestling Bayley for the belt. And, main eventing.
How badass would it be if they beat up on poor little Asuka, and then she needs some backup, so let's bring in Athena.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be like too much of the Hideo Itami storyline.
Yeah, that is true.
And we eventually know what happened with that one.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with that, though.
Okay.
You know who else I want WWE to pick up from the indie market? Mischief.
She just had a baby.
Wow.
She had a baby? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Megan, you told me about her like 2 years ago. And you were like, oh, you gotta watch this girl, Mischief. She's really, really good, blah, blah, blah. So I went, I looked her up, and I loved her. Nick, I remember I was talking to you about her earlier this week, too, because you watched the match with her.
Yeah, I was watching some of her ROH stuff. I watched a match with her and Athena, and then a fatal four-way with Scarlett, and who was the other bitch?
Cherry Bomb, I think.
Yeah, Cherry Bomb.
Cherry Bomb is another good wrestler, too. Very underrated on the independent scene. She just recently broke her collarbone, though.
Oh, she lost a lot of weight since the last time I seen her. Like, she is really thinned out now, or got a boob job or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Like WWE now, I see the trend that they're picking up all these indie girls as they do with superstars. So I hope this trend carries on because there's so many great girls in the indie scene that definitely need a shot in WWE, and I think they could
imagine Mischief in NXT. How crazy would that be?
It would be awesome. She's one of my favorite indie girls. Like her and Athena, and I'm glad that Athena has been rumored to be picked up. I don't think it's been confirmed yet. Has it?
I'm pretty sure it's been not confirmed, but I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter, and Megan, you probably seen it too. Her final match at WSU or something?
WSU against Hannah the Howling Hunters.
Yeah.
I love that girl, too.
Hannah?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever her name is.
Yeah, the freaking Huntress. Like, she has that cool Indian gimmick, kind of like a wolf type thing. She howls.
Oh, yeah, I've seen her before.
I love her. I think she has a great gimmick, and she's another good worker. She has great matches with Athena as well. They've had a great feud in the indie scene. Look at us marking out.
Battery and Chikara.
The girl is a good worker. There's so many girls.
So many good girls. I mean, I just can't wait. I really want to see Athena come in and hit that O-face. Like, that is my favorite fucking finisher I've ever seen. Like, the quickness of it, like, the girl selling it, I can easily see, like, Sasha selling that, like, Charlotte, like, oh, so many cool ways to see that set up. I can't wait.
It's going to be interesting to see where this Diva division goes on. Really, the Divas Revolution started on NXT, and I think it's going to stay there.
Oh my god, definitely. But speaking of some of the other NXT Divas, last week, since we didn't cover it, it was kind of the debuts of the new NXT women. So Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, we've seen them kind of some enhancement talent matches past couple weeks, but this was the first time they've had entrances, different outfits to them, and the commentators were talking about them. So Carmella faced off against Peyton Royce first. So I want to talk to you about that first, James. What did you think of that? Because I was very impressed with Carmella in this match. I just have to say that.
Yeah, I was impressed with Carmella. Carmella's been doing very well. She's progressing great. Her character's on point. I love the moonwalk and everything. Carmella's just fun to watch. When it comes to Peyton, she's still dry for me. Her ring work is alright. I like the kicks. It's flashy. I hate the ring gear gotta go. The hair thing gotta go.
That fucking little flower shit.
It reminds me of the Bella Twins when the Bellas first broke into the business.
Yeah.
Like, let it go, girl. It's not gonna work. She's just not memorable for me. And the other thing is I can blame production because they're not giving these girls actual storylines, not letting them cement their characters in any type of way. But with the other girl, she comes out there and you know that she means business and she's a heel and she's this type of character or whatever. But I don't know. I don't really feel Peyton. I'm not feeling her.
Okay, what about you, Megan? What do you think of Peyton Royce?
We're going to start with Carmella. Carmella has been improving for the time being. At least she had someone that wasn't even Marie to work with.
You tried it.
Yes, tried it. But Peyton Royce, it was working well. You know, I really enjoyed her match. Peyton Royce, on the other hand, she's just too bland for me right now.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree too. She is. She's very kind of. Well, she's kind of like Jaymes said, like 08 Bella Twin right now. The outfit was. I like the color of the outfit. I don't like the shininess of it. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of it. Her ring work was great. I really liked those kicks in the corner, like through the ropes. I thought that was interesting.
But that can get old. That can get old really quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna give her some credit, like for her match. Like she's a great worker. And Carmella, though, she was the one that kind of kept me very entertained through this. And I'm loving all of these new moves she's incorporating into her moveset, like the Mickey Con run out of the corner, that running, like she puts her boot up and shoves their face into it. I'm just loving it. And I loved how she had it. It was like a flatliner into her leg submission type of thing, like around the neck. I thought that was so cool.
Oh, yeah, that was so cool.
It wasn't a very good transition, like, kind of was like torquing poor fucking Peyton's neck off, but I thought, like, Carmella, after that match, I was like, you know what, I can see her kind of being like a challenger, a contender for the title down the line.
I was just going to say that, Nick. I'm glad you brought that up, because what's been going on with Carmella is the girl is picking it up. Like, they're finally giving her the chance to go out there and wrestle at all these house shows and stuff like that. So all you need is the experience and being comfortable in that ring and that ring awareness. And Carmella's starting to pick it up. And she's still so new in the business. And the girl is learning so much, so fast. So, Carmella's going nowhere but up. So, I see a bright future for her down at NXT. And I would love to keep Carmella in NXT for another full year. Definitely.
I would too. I would keep her and Alexa down there for another full year, to be honest.
And then that's when it brings me to the whole Enzo and Cass thing. Are they going to have to split them off? So, it's going to be tough for Carmella. So, I think if they get called
Meagan, what do you think of that?
I know, Meagan.
Out of the both of them, I think, to be fair, I think Alexa's a little bit more advanced than Carmella as we speak. But Alexa hasn't had matches as of late. The only match she had against was, God help me, Blue Pants, and I know I'm gonna get heat for this, but I quite frankly don't care for Blue Pants, nor do I think she's a good worker. No disrespect to her. I just don't care.
Girl, you're not gonna get heat for that.
I agree with you.
We all agree with you.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I wanted to give Blue Pants a little bit of a dragon, actually.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
No, but the thing is about Blue Pants, back in NXT Brooklyn, I was expecting Lita to come out with the Vaudevillains, because Lita was praising the Vaudevillains, and she was wearing blue.
And she said, and I thought so too, Megan. That's funny, because she did say that she's going to come out there. And I was like, wait, was she kidding?
Then I got highly upset when it was Blue Pants. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Did you get the T-shirt out of anyone else? Are you serious?
Yeah, that's my thing. That's my grip I kind of want to talk about. Like, I'm not going to be like, this slut, this little bitch or anything, but the fact is that this girl isn't signed under contract. She is a free agent right now. She's getting paid more money than the NXT talent to be coming in to doing and taking these opportunities, taking these spots. I mean, obviously, any of the other NXT women down there would want to have her spot to be there to help the vaudevillains easily. I mean, come on now. And I agree with you, Megan. I've said it before, with what she has shown us, her ring work, like, she's a good worker, but her ring work, her look, her overall kind of appearance, anything like that, I just don't think it's worth the time of WWE to be investing in her, like, for that amount. And I read an interview with her that there's a little bit of heat on her with the other NXT talent because of all these reasons. Like, she is getting...
And I don't blame them. I don't blame them
either.
I never heard of any of this with the pay thing or anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was with her, she said that she is a free agent, and they call her in whenever they need her, and so she can work all of the other indie dates whenever she wants to, pick up other paychecks, anything like that. So, and she has her own shirt. Sorry, Megan.
That's like saying Samoa Joe is going over one place doing other things, but he's actually doing things. I don't know if he was officially signed.
I don't care for Samoa Joe. I don't follow what he's doing. I don't care for him.
No, I don't either. I call him Samoa Cow.
I mean, this Samoa Cow. This is not fair to the other NXT girls. If I had to replace someone with Blue Pants, I would either give it to either Billie Kay or Peyton Royce to give something character. Hell, they even tried it out with the Jasmine chick down in NXT back a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, Jasmine was in some trouble.
I would have chosen Billie Kay for sure, though. Kind of have her as that pinup girl.
Yeah, she would make a lot of sense. But I don't know. Blue Pants.
You gotta go.
It needs to stop. This needs to stop.
Well,
she even got a diva focus before anyone else. That's like, are you serious, dude?
Got a diva focus?
She got a diva focus before the NXT divas, the Four Horsemen even got one.
You know what? I think that this is just WWE testing to see if the fans really do give a shit about her, or is it just something that they're just doing to troll and take over the crowd, take over the show. And I think they gave her a shirt. Let's see if these fans really give a fuck about this girl and they'll buy these shirts. If the fans don't buy the shirts, then they'll get rid of her. So I think that's the whole thing, because Blue Pants can be easily written off TV and never thought of again if the shirts are not a success. So
you could have Alexa Bliss put her through a table and I'll be right.
Alexa Bliss already said that she sent her back to the clearance rack. So I love Alexa Bliss on that mic. Then again, oh my god, this girl
is such a bitch.
She is so good. She gives me Trish vibes, and I hated when Trish. When Trish mentioned Amanda reminding her of herself, I was just like, have you not seen Alexa Bliss? That girl's your clone. Especially on the mic. Alexa Bliss gives me Trish vibes all day.
Oh my god, I love Alexa Bliss. I was watching her. Remember when she had that NXT Women's Championship shot against Sasha Banks a couple months ago?
Mm-hmm.
I watched that match, and her ring work, like, it was like looking back then and seeing her now, it's like, okay, I've seen where she was flawed a little bit. Like, she didn't find her pace in the ring movement yet. And I honestly seeing her now as a heel, like, and just the everything and the progression that this girl has had, like, I'm so here for her, and I wish, like, I'd like to see her challenge for the title as well. Like, between her and Carmella, like, those girls are easily ready for the title, but now that we have Asuka in there, and maybe some other indie women popping up, like, I don't know, there's so many women that are there that are ready, you know?
NXT has a great, what's the word I'm looking for? Inventory of divas that they can pick from to use.
Yeah.
Because they're also great, so.
Speaking of other divas that will be debuting soon, Meagan, I wanted to ask you about Nia Jax. We've been seeing a couple promos for her the past couple weeks. What do you think of her?
I think, to be fair, I think she's intimidating. Isn't that The Rock's cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think, putting a family aside, I think she has a bright future if she's going to be used properly. Start her down in NXT and make her that monster they need. I really don't hope they don't mess her up, like, no shade to Tamina or anything. I really don't hope they don't mess her up like they did with Tamina in sort of way. Making her the bodyguard. She needs to live to her full potential.
I haven't seen any of her ring work, because, I mean, I know she's been having matches on the NXT live events. I haven't seen any videos or anything of her, so I don't know what she's like in the ring. I've heard she moves a little slower, but I'm getting a little bit of Awesome Kong vibes with these promos. So I would like I agree with you, Meagan, I'd love to see her as this monster heel, but it really depends on her moveset, because if she's slow, and just it would really kind of slow the pace down for matches, and I just really don't enjoy those type of styles. So, but I mean, she is intimidating, and she's a beautiful girl, too. Like, facial-wise, she's got a great face, her eyes are beautiful, hair, everything, so I'm excited for her, and she has a really nice voice as well, so I don't know, these promos are a little, like, iffy for me, though, because it's like showing her to be like sexy, and it's like, girl, like, I get that, but I want you to be like a dominant, like, I'm gonna like kill everybody type of thing. But Jaymes, what do you think of Nia Jax?
Once again, I trust in NXT. They've never let me down, so I'm gonna see what they're gonna do with her, and I think she's gonna be a force to reckon with. And the thing is, it's all about how they debut her. That's
right.
Where it's gonna really matter. So I love that idea, Nick, of Eva Marie and Carmella continue on their feud, because I saw a spoiler that they had a match or whatever. So hopefully there's some backstage talking, bullshitting leading up to this match. I hope to God it leads to something with these two, because I love the Carmella and Eva feud. And then they can have Nia Jax run in maybe the next tapings to knock them both out.
Yeah, that's
what
what
I was
that's
also
what I wanted
thinking
to
was
see.
maybe have her do an Impact in right after the main event of the NXT Women's match.
That would be a good one too. To have her
Oh.
go up against Bayley, quickly put Bayley back in that underdog position.
Yes, David versus Goliath, right there.
Yeah,
There you go. That's interesting.
that is a good look at it.
Yeah, because that would be a great impact right after that
Yeah.
Iron Woman match. Bailey's going to be beat up. So she could even take out Sasha because, I mean, they're all both going to be beat up half to death. So,
Mm-hmm.
but it's interesting. Like we said, there's so many women down there. I mean, Asuka could be going after the title. And we all know she'll be capable and ready. There's Nia Jax that could be popping up. A lot of talk of Eva Marie potentially going down. They want her to be women's champion.
Oh God, that would be an internet nightmare.
So I was going to ask about Eva with you, Meagan. I know you're not the biggest fan, but what do you think of her progression so far down in NXT, what she's been showing? Have you been impressed, or are you still not here for it?
I was impressed with her first match against Peyton Royce. But along the way, I was like, okay. I think it was after the mistake she did against Billie Kay.
Yeah.
And then the Carmella match, I really didn't care for her, to be fair, but let them have a feud. But they just need... I think Carmella, I think Eva needs a little bit more time before it's a little bit too late.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Because it's starting to become a little bit too late, to be honest. I think I'm going to quote Alicia Fox. She's 2 years in. She should have started in the NXT program instead of be rushed on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And if she was having questions regarding the match, I think more questions would have been asked. What was she able to do? You know, I could see. I was watching that. I told David. I can tell a lot of the frustration with some of the girls too, and they want to push her as Divas champion. Women's champion. I don't think so.
Yeah, I can see your point. I definitely see. I love that she's down in NXT right now. We've all said that's where she needs to be, and I'm surprised you didn't like the Carmella match at NXT Brooklyn. I thought it was actually good. Like James and I really liked it. I thought that match compared to the Fatal 4-Way was actually a little bit better. Like their chemistry. And she was just great. So the kick out spot, yeah, I know she's still learning, but I mean at the end of it, you need to know your ring awareness. So I agree with you. She's not ready for that women's title. Keep her down in NXT, and when it comes down to WrestleMania time, that's when you should put the NXT women's title on there. Because we just mentioned there's all these women that are ready to be going up against Bayley, challenging for the title, and it's like Eva Marie is at the very bottom of that poll right now.
Yes, Eva is basically swimming with the fishes.
I don't think they're gonna pull the gun though and put the belt on Eva at all. There's no way. I think Eva's gonna be quickly rushed onto the main roster after this whole little feud with Carmella, if it happens.
Oh, okay.
I don't see it. I don't see it happening. Like with the guys, it's NXT. They want these women title matches to be classics. Eva Marie is not capable of developing a classic yet. She's not. And they know that. NXT is not stupid like WWE. They're not. But it is under WWE. I understand that. But the people who run the show, they kind of have more sense on their characters.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't think Eva Marie is going to be a challenger for that belt. No way. She might have a match for it, and that would be it. But there's no way she's winning. The only way she'd win it is if they play it smart and have her get some help. Maybe Nia Jax come out and help Eva win the belt for that. That would be something.
That'd be interesting. I think somebody mentioned that, having Eva and Nia Jax together.
I mentioned that a while ago because they were teaming up together on these NXT live shows.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I was like, and Eva Marie is under the same management as The Rock, with The Rock's old ex-wife, his ex-wife. She's his manager, and she actually manages Eva Marie's career as well. So,
yes, that's right.
Yeah, so I was like, she's kind of like part of the family some way, somehow, because due to business. So it'd be nice to see her align herself with Nia Jax.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. That'd be cool.
It would be nice. It would bring back the Sable and Nicole Bass vibe for me.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what the heck's everyone's fascination was with Nicole Bass is. I'm just gonna say it that way. I do not know everyone's fascination with her.
Oh, that girl never gets, or that girl, whatever, She never gets brought up on our show.
No, we never talk about her. I'm just talking to her about her as like bodyguard character type.
No, I'm just saying in general because on my Twitter feed.
Yeah, she's all over Twitter.
Nicole back, like.
Oh yeah, it's a mess.
They love because people like to troll on the internet. So Nicole Bass is a fun, easy one to go to.
Okay. No shade, no disrespect.
Yeah, Nicole Bass, we love you here in TPP. You're invited to come on anytime you want, girl.
Yeah, so we won't pull a Howard Stern on you. Don't worry.
I might. I love Howard Stern.
Did you hear that interview that he did with her though?
She's still friends with him and everything. Like they take her to dodgeball.
Dragging that poor girl.
The Whack Pack.
Yeah, she's part of the Whack Pack. I love Howard Stern show. I listen to him every morning. That's my idol.
You are my brother.
I love Howard. Listen to him every day.
You are my brother.
What's our next topic? We spent a good time on NXT.
I think that was all I had for NXT. We covered everything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, no, we didn't. Bayley
What?
In that match with that girl, Sarah Dobson. That is another girl.
Yes.
That is a girl I had to mention. They need to hand her a fucking contract ASAP and send her off to the Wyatt family. Freaking sap. That girl is so pretty, yet creepy. She's kind of that creepy pretty. And I love her body type. I loved her attire, how she had the skirt all with the rips coming down, dragging down. Gave me so many Sister Abigail vibes. I was like, look at Sister Abigail in the ring, and WWE don't even fucking know it. They don't even know it. And she was so vicious in the ring. They let her get a lot of offense on Bayley, which I really liked, and I was surprised. But Bayley is the underdog. That's how she usually wins her matches, because she's a good seller. Mm-hmm. But the girl's offense is on freaking point. What do you think about her, Meagan?
Crazy Mary Dawson, I think she has potential. She works down and shine.
Yeah, she's awesome. I freaking love that girl. What do you think, Nick?
I was really impressed by her. To be honest, I didn't think she was going to have that much offense.
Yeah,
but like you said, like Bayley is such a good worker, that underdog babyface, she has to take a beating before the comeback. So I was happy to see her. Like she was giving headbutts. Like she's a stiff worker. So I do see the Sister Abigail vibes. I wanted to mention, I was talking to Brandy. We had her on the show, Miss Wrestling Blog on Twitter. And I was talking to her. Do you remember those pictures I sent about Sue Young? You may know who she is.
Yes.
Yeah. She mentioned to me she DM'd me, she said maybe like Sue Young would be kind of a cool Sister Abigail as well. Maybe talk about that on the show, see what like Jaymes thinks about it.
I love that.
I was thinking she would be kind of interesting, but I do really like Mary Dobson, and she's been in NXT for a while. Like I've seen her pop up for maybe like a couple years for little matches here and there, so I can easily see her getting signed as well.
She's like those enhancement formers or whatever. They're just there to help out the stars and put them over. But like the girl has so much character and such a good look that I'm just like, hire her. And she could easily be like sexed up like a diva, if they wanted to. Yeah,
she could. She's very diverse. Like you can make her, you could doll her up, you could grunge her down.
Yeah, you could turn her into anything. That's why I was like sold by her. I don't know. I really liked her work. That's it.
Yeah, what did you think, though, Meagan? And what do you think of Sue Young? Have you ever seen her work, like, recently?
Yes, Sue Young. I know who you're talking about. Sue Young, well, she was in WWE at one point.
Yeah. She dated Jerry Lawler.
Yeah, that is so fun. Like, it's like two different people now, because I'm looking at her stuff, and I'm like, how in the hell? Because I remember she was like, what was her name, Sonia?
I think she's a case of a girl who came into the business. WWE didn't really give her a shot, and she fell in love with the business and continued on. I think that's what it is with her.
Yeah, I love her. She's a big Pokemon fan. She's really interactive on Twitter as well. So I suggest people like Meagan. You're on here now. We know you're a huge indie fan. You know a lot of the women. So it's like I want to do a little bit more of like an indie shout out during our show. Some of the women for the listeners to check out. So Sue Young, that I would like people to check out because she's like kind of like grungy gore type of like.
Yes, her character is shine.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get some of these indie girls on the show, though. I want to talk to them.
Yeah, maybe we can message them, see if we could get one of them on.
Yeah, Meagan, we'll have you on with us and have a nice little chit-chat with them. That would be fun. That would be fun.
It would. That would be.
Mm-hmm. We're going to try.
Okay.
What's our next topic, Nick?
That's all of our topics that I have written down.
Actually, I don't know if you guys heard, thank God I'm on here. Did you guys hear about what WWE Games did the other day, which caused a riot?
Oh yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Yes, we started our show off about that. We can talk about that with you though, because I know that you like the video games a little bit as well, Megan. What do you think?
I am a video gamer.
Yeah, no 4 horsewomen, not even DLC. What do you think of this outrage? Ugh.
Bad mistake.
Mm-hmm.
This is the worst mistake since God knows when. I don't know why they put in half of these people. I understand they're doing Road to Stone Cold, but is that the only thing we know about Stone Cold things? We're gonna have a Stone Cold storyline?
Yeah, I mentioned that too earlier, that they put in all these people for the Stone Cold Steve Austin showcase that took up spots for these 4 horsemen women. And we don't even know half of them.
What pissed me off is I am so sorry about this.
Go on.
Don't worry.
You guys heard worse, anyways. anyways. They made a mistake with this because down in NXT, they were staples.
Mm-hmm.
They have NXT people in. But why are they not putting them in? That does not make sense. There is no way to have this amount of legends where for downloadable content you can have the 4 horsewomen. Exactly. I mean, who's going to hold the NXT women's title down there? Eva? Video game wise?
Yeah.
And then I made a comment saying when I was going through, and of course idiots had to jump on me, and of course I had to drag them to the Meagan River, I should say, Meagan River of Black, where you go down the toilet. Anyways, I said, and I think you guys saw it. I don't think anyone wants to play as Cameron, the Bella Twins, and Tamina. While they were thinking, everyone was thinking they want to play as him. I'm like, some of them are my punching bags. That's about it.
Well, yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, those women that are on the roster, like, the main roster divas we got this year are great. Like, I wasn't expecting...
Yeah, 13 are pretty good.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting Layla. To be honest, like, I wasn't really expecting Eva at this point as well. So it's, like, great to see women like that. Great to see Cameron and Emma get in there. Tamina, like, because she was out for a year. But if I had to replace girls to have the NXT women, absolutely. I would have taken out Cameron, Layla, Emma, and Tamina. Like, because, I mean, I mentioned it earlier on the show, to have a bigger NXT roster this year and kind of have more of an influence in having, like, Hideo, Finn, Corbin, all that. NXT became so big because of the NXT women's division.
Right.
They had a really big impact on that, and they're the biggest superstars they've had down there. So it's like, I don't understand why they couldn't at least have Charlotte and Sasha in there. We did read reports that Sasha went in to do face work for it, so it's like, I just don't understand why they couldn't put them in, especially as DLC. Like, once the full roster, I was like, okay, we'll wait for DLC, we'll get an updated Becky Lynch with the orange hair, we'll be fine, we'll be good to go. But now they're saying and putting out a comment that there's not going to be any divas for DLC. So that's like no Carmella, no Alexa, no Legend divas, nothing. So it's like, I'm really disappointed in it.
Who the hell is going to be in the downloadable content then? You know what I mean? If we're not, because usually we always get a diva or two. So who the hell are they going to fill it up with? More unnecessary, irrelevant people?
Must be.
The only way I can see divas being brought in if you have Lita or Trish in.
Yeah, I could see
That's
that.
What I think.
Our only chance is if they put Blake and Murphy in, have Alexa there, or have Carmella as free DLC or something. But I just don't see that happening now.
They need. I don't. There was a petition going around saying sign the NXT divas. Sign the NXT. Get the NXT divas in.
Well, fuck, I'll sign that petition.
Yeah, there was a petition, and no, I agree, Nick. There should be something. Like I said, WWE Games really need to rethink this decision. Because if Sasha's scared for the game, she's in the game. From what I've read, Rosa is in the game. She's in the game. It doesn't make sense not to have them in, and I would be highly upset. You know, I wouldn't mind if they released an NXT where they have 2 in, and that's mad. That doesn't, you know.
Somebody told me that Rosa confirmed that she's in the game. So.
She did, and then she's not.
But I think
that's crazy.
I think she's going to be a part of Fandango's entrance.
Yes.
Probably be like a non-playable character.
Yeah, like Lana. I think that's how Lana's going to be as well, incorporating in this game.
I think actually Lana is a playable manager this season, or this year.
That's good.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think she's just going to be a part of the entrance. So
I'm just glad to create your own divas back so I can have my character that's based on me team up with Finn.
What system do you play with?
PS4.
Aw.
Oh, we're starting up gaming channel in the new year. We're all on Xbox One.
Yeah.
Damn y'all.
We would have had you on, Megan.
We would have had you on, Megan. You already know.
Would have beat your ass.
You know what, listeners?
I suck.
For the listeners out there, if you game an Xbox One and you have an Xbox One, tweet me. Let me know. And we'll figure something out. Because I want to have a nice, decent roster of people to get this going. So it'll be fun to get a listener or two involved with it. So I think it'd be fun. So if you have an Xbox One, and your diva or character got to be put together. Because I am not putting out no hot mess on this channel, bro.
Oh, no.
So you're going to have it together.
You have to have that moveset. You have to have that entrance on fleek.
Everything on fleek. It got to be a legit character. So let us know. Get to us.
All right. Well, that's all of our topics for today's show. But Megan, I just wanted to thank you for coming on, talking NXT with you. I love having you on the show. We haven't talked in a while.
I know, eh?
But before we go, I'm glad you're here because we have an announcement for the TPP River.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, James, you've been putting this off for far too long. We talked about it on our last show. Zara, after all that racist bullshit, she's in the river.
That's for sure.
So she's in there, and I also wanted to announce we had a poll going up for a couple weeks, probably about like 3 weeks or so, and you guys voted for which inductee you wanted to be put into the river as well. So the nominees were Sarah Lee, Greg the Hammer Valentine, and X-Pac. So, Megan, who do you think won before I announce?
I'm going to say Sarah Lee.
James, what about you?
I'm going to say Sarah Lee.
Well, you guys are right, because with a whopping 68% advantage compared to everybody else, Sarah Lee, congratulations. You're in the river, bitch.
You're in the river, bitch. Here you go. Boom. There's Sarah Lee in the river. You see Zara over there floating around with Hulk Hogan.
What were the fans thinking for voting her?
Who knows? Who knows? I think it was common moms at home. Who knows? The common watchers of the USA Network that don't even watch the product.
Because to be fair, she's too She's too dangerous.
Oh my god, yeah, she's gonna hurt somebody.
Mm-hmm.
She's a mess.
She is a mess, and now she's down in NXT training. Apparently, she was riding with Carmella and Bayley. So,
what about Amanda? What's going on with that troll?
I think she's on Total Divas.
Okay. Yes, before we even get into her, I need to address something with Amanda. So, on our last episode, James and I were talking about Amanda potentially being signed for a Total Divas contract. She's been driving around with Eva Marie, and we were talking about her. She's been a big supporter of TPP. She's retweeted our shows, talked to us. That's all fine and dandy. So we were talking about her, and James and I had a different opinion, and James said he doesn't think she should be a diva, doesn't think she's worth the time, which is fine. It was his opinion. I was saying all these nice things about her, putting her over, saying, oh, I'll give her a chance. She's got a great look. She comes from a very, very good work ethic, background, type of this and that. And then this bitch unfollows me, retweets me, and then dislikes our video.
Yeah.
And so I tweet to her, and I'm like, hey, why the unfollow? Did I do something wrong? And I sent a meme of Summer Rae, like, with a confused face. And she's like, I appreciated the support at the beginning, but I did not expect the 180 at the end. And then I was like, all right, well, I didn't say anything wrong, but...
This is the same girl who started so much drama in that house with everybody. Picked on Sarah Lee, tried to pick on Chelsea, coming in the room, you talking about us? You guys have something to say? Started a fight with the other girl, what's her face? Diana. Not that, who cares? She just started a fucking mess on that show, and she can't handle me telling her the truth about herself, that she's gonna get offended and block and dislike this and be done with everything. Like, girl, bye. You are worthless. Like, I don't even give a shit. I don't care.
I was so mad because I'm like... I was sitting here defending your ass.
I told you.
Like, I just wasted my breath. Like, honest to God, girl. Like, if you can't handle critiques, like, that is a clear sign that you're probably not ready for this business, because the fans, super fans, we see that. Yes, we're not in there, we're not wrestling studied. We watched this product for I don't know how many years, and they were on this show loving it. They were loving all the shade because it wasn't directed at them. And then when it comes to her, oh no, she can't handle it. So it's like, whatever. You're not worth the time. Like, if you're on Total Divas, good for you, honey. But at the end of the day, I'm not a supporter of you anymore. Goodbye.
She loved it when Diana got a good dragon on this show.
Oh yeah, she loved when Gabby got a good dragon.
Yeah, she loved that. Oh, the show was awesome. But when it was her turn to get a good dragon, she didn't like it very much. So, you can't take the heat. Stay out of the kitchen, girl. This is what you're doing. You're putting yourself on the platform to be judged and critiqued by super fans. And I said that she ain't got nothing to do. I don't think she should have been in the Final Four. I think that's what I said to begin with.
Yeah.
I said she got lucky because the Miz thought she was pretty. Yep. And I said I don't think she's that pretty. So I think that's what offended her, that I don't think she's pretty. I don't think you're that pretty. I think you said
something about her looking like a fish.
She does look like a fish. Her lips are too big. She be pumping her lips, doing whatever she's doing to her face. They're too big. And I brought it out. Kylie Jenner gets this bullshit every day. Her lips are too big. She looks like a fish. Like, come on. Like, you're going to get mad over our little podcast saying that you look like a fish? Like, girl, stop. I could have said worse.
I'm going to put it out right there. I do not give a shit about Kylie Jenner.
Oh, who gives a shit? But, I'm just using her as a, like, whatever. People say all kinds of things. And this is the girl who talks so much shit and who says Sarah Lee's not ready for this business. And she couldn't even handle me saying that she looks like a fish. Over it.
I just wanted to talk about that because I was so mad.
She's a mess. But we'll see how she does in WWE. We'll see where she goes.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If she could prove herself, then I'll, I'm not gonna, I didn't have to eat any of my words. I was putting this girl over, and then she blocked me. Or didn't block me, unfollowed me, and did all this and that. Whatever.
I don't know if I'm blocked by anyone. Hell, I don't even know if I'm blocked by Sony.
I'm blocked by Velvet Sky. I think that's the only one, and a couple other hoe bags, but who cares about them?
Jesus.
I'm only blocked by Sunny.
I'm only blocked by a baseball player.
Oh my God! Why?
Are you perving too hard?
No, I didn't say anything. Ironically, and next thing you know, my ass is blocked.
I'm afraid Brad Maddox will block me one day.
He's probably going to.
You think so?
All over TPP, oh God, Jaymes when he sees Brad.
He's
gonna say, this kid.
If Brad ever blocks me, I will burn villages. I'm telling you, the house will burn.
You'll be like that crazy fan at WWE headquarters with the bombing.
Oh my God!
Oh shit, that's not funny.
I will burn buildings, I swear. I would be so mad if Brad blocked me. But he won't, because I'm not obsessive to that extent. It could be a little bit. I just love my Bradley. And I don't know, I don't think I'm that bad.
No, you're not too bad.
Sit on my face, like all these crazy fucking Brad Madikins. I don't be like that, but
God, I would love if we ever meet up for WrestleMania. If somehow Brad's still under contract is doing
somehow.
And if we could get you on video getting a signing from Brad, oh my God,
I will cry.
Yeah,
I'll be like,
you'll be like AJ meeting Lita.
I know.
I will have to calm you down.
Megan's gonna have to be over there and take care of me because I will go ham if I meet Brad. I don't know. I just love my Brad.
No, I would be calling up on Finn.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Megan would be getting dragged out by security at this point.
I know. She wouldn't even be able to help me out.
Okay, well, yeah, that's everything for our show, but I just wanted to tell the listeners to look out for Sam's TPP fantasy booking.
Yeah.
We have two more, Sam and Gigi. Gigi is going to be finishing off. We're saving the best for last for our first season. And yeah, Sam's is about NXT, so I'm really excited for that. He's been keeping it secret. We've been trying to promote it. We've been trying to get it out, and it's going to be put out here soon, so I can't wait for it.
Yep, it's going to be out in the next couple of days.
Awesome. And yeah, other than that, Megan, where can people follow you on Twitter if they want to chat with you, and on Instagram, anything like that?
Okay, you can follow me on Twitter at Meagan, MEAGANG 1990, or to make it easier, Angry Yankees fan, because it is getting close to the postseason for the baseball season, and I get angry. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I have 2 actually. Rebirth Meagan, REBIRTHMEAGAN, or my personal one, MEAGANG1990. You may have to request me. Make sure you guys tune into the Wild Candy Visuals podcast, which is another podcast I'm on, which is mine. We're on Mixler, so follow us there, and that's where you can follow me.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that, Nikki.
Well, now you do.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I had it for like 2 years now. Where were you?
It's pretty cool.
I know that I always see the Wow Candy visuals with like the Diva of the Day, and I just thought it was a website thing that you were a part of.
Megan,
what's up?
Send in the link in this little group text so we can add it on the bottom of the.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description for the listeners to go to for sure.
Word up, because we have a show reel and we're on every Tuesday at 4:00, pending if I'm called in work.
Oh my god, that's awesome, girl. We should do like a little collaboration sometime.
Definitely.
Hell yeah, I'm down for it.
That is awesome. Yeah, and James, where can people follow you? We're going to be watching Night of Champions tonight, so by the time this is posted, we'll see it. We have a new Divas champion or not, but if people, are you going to be live tweeting tonight?
I will be.
I will be too.
I will be cursing at something.
So Megan, you'll be live tweeting?
For Yankee fans.
Yes.
Where can people follow you on Twitter or social media or anything, James?
You can follow me at Jimmy James, JAYMES.
All right, and if you guys want to follow me, you can find me on Twitter at Nick Aiken TPP. I changed it. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can find me at Prince PipeBomb. And I just wanted to tell the listeners again, thank you for listening. And let's hit that like goal. Let's hit another 30 likes.
Yeah, like them. You do a phenomenal job.
Oh, thank you so much, Maggie.
You're welcome.
Isn't it crazy that we get these 30 likes on these videos when these freaking listeners are fucking awesome? I tell you, Megan. They're so awesome. They're always
oh my god, and in the comments too, like we have really been getting more listeners that haven't talked to us in a while, just been listening, coming out in the comments and talking with us, and we love that. So we always get really cool ideas, different storylines. Gigi's in there throwing shade at people. It's great. I love it. So definitely, listeners, if you want to go down, comments in the below, talk about what you thought about this this podcast, about NXT, about the video game, anything like that, about Night of Champions, and we'll be down there. We'll talk about it with you guys. And yeah, just let us hit that like goal again of 30. And subscribe if you haven't, because we're up to 161 now, I believe.
Awesome.
Yeah, so, and I mean, at our end of the year goal, we want to hit 200.
You guys been around for a year now.
We will be. We were just talking about it, October 8th.
Well, what was it? Oh, the month of October.
Yeah, October the 8th.
Birthdays and stuff.
We're going to have a big TPP celebration.
Yeah.
When we make our full year. But we'll actually have people at our party, bitch.
Yes, really. Megan, you're invited.
Thank you. Well, it is my birthday week, too, so.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, girl, we'll have a party. We'll have some drinks flowing. It'll be a good time.
Okay.
And one more thing, listeners, if you go down, leave your comments for TPP Behind the Shade, some questions you want us to be answering. And like I said, Gigi, I think she's going to be making an Ask FM for people on Twitter. If you're a little shy, if you want to ask some questions, you can ask them in there as well. So yeah, and I just want to thank everybody for listening. Sorry we were out a little bit, but we've been busy. TPP's been busy, okay?
Oh,
yes, it happened.
Getting that chingle.
But we're back. We are back, and we are in action.
All right. Thank you, Megan, once again for coming on.
Yep. Ciao.
Love your life.
All right, bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Awesome.